Welcome back to my channel. It's going to be a very interesting video about my point of view of the market, and I'm going to explain you a lot of important things. I also prepared a few important pictures, so press thumbs up and let's start. But first of all, let's talk about the short term. And here, as you can see, I made some prediction, and right now it's kind of working out. But the big question is what's going to be next. Well, first of all, here I do believe that we will make a jump, we will make a bounce since this blue flat, because this is our support. Let me tell you a little bit about my actions that I did in my portfolio. So my entry price is 17k. Here I expected the decline. Here I had super profitable long position, like 100%. I showed you this in my old videos. You can check it by scrolling all of these videos. And I was ready for this decline because I expected this since this place. And what I need to admit is that I still think that this chart looks bullish. I think that here in this case I'm going to speculate on a long position, and probably my entry price will be close to 20k 800. Let me open something very important on a one daily chart. And earlier my target was 28k, but in my last video, as I showed you, we got these head and shoulders, so because of this we can expect much more high prices. Probably our new target is 32, maybe even a little bit higher, but it's too early to talk about this right now, to be honest. So right now what we should talk about is about this bounce. Yeah, we have this resistance level, it's 25k, but it's gonna be later. Now we need to talk about this. Today we had Jerome Powell performance. He said some shit again, as always, and because of this we got this decline on the S&P chart. Yeah, if you remember, I had this prediction and I was almost right, but because of Jerome Powell and what he said, we got this decline. I also told you that it's possible that we're gonna test this line again, so it just means that my prediction is gonna be a little bit longer. And that's what's going on right now. If you remember, in my last video I told you that the most important things for all of the markets is to be higher on the S&P chart than this super important support, to be higher than this line. That's extremely important for all of the markets. We need to be higher. That's what we really should care about. But whatever happened, we have a profit, because this is a very comfortable situation for us. If you watched my channel before and if you bought with me, our entry price is 17k, so we can just sell it here if something comes up. I also sold 5% of my portfolio here, and I was super right. That's the place where I closed my long position. So I just want to say that whatever happens, we have a profit. But here I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna speculate on a long position. I expect that we will go higher. I know that we had very long distribution, very big distribution, so it would be kind of logical in this case to expect big accumulation, but I think it's not gonna happen. I think we're gonna have short and sharp decline and then this rise again, because I don't know, if I were a market maker I wouldn't give you this opportunity to buy. And I expected this decline just because I saw that the majority of you became bullish only here, and all what you wanted is this decline to buy, but now you got it and you don't want to buy, super logically. So yeah, because of I think that the FOMO which we have right now is not a real FOMO, it's not enough. At least I don't feel it. I don't feel that you are ready to buy each decline because you think that market is bullish. So yeah, I think that we need at least one more jump. We're gonna talk about this later. It doesn't really matter right now. What is matter right now is these pictures. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's very hard for me to talk about these pictures, about this chart, because I'm not a native speaker, as you probably hear. So understand me right. Right now I see a lot of people on different channels who talk about the recession, and they have only one question, like, will recession happen? And people are really arguing about this like hours or more. They make a lot of videos about this. They just want to know the answer for the question. Of course it's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. We saw it so many times. This happened many times in our economy. It's a part of our economy. It's naturally. Of course, it's gonna. The only question is when, like tomorrow, in a 6 month, or in a 3 years. But we have this Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. You can see very interesting pattern here. So we had the same situation on the 1970, 1973, 1980, 1981, 1990, 2001, 2008, and 2020. Each time blue line broke down this black line, and right now is a very similar situation. It's pretty similar to what we had in our past, and as you can see, result always was the same. So statistically we can expect the same thing. All right, and we even have a time pattern here. It's also working out, as you can see. Let's go to the next picture, and this is our macro index spread. So we had the same situation in 1973, 1990, 2008, and today. The same place where blue line touched this black line, bear market became. Yeah, so what we need to admit is the fact that our economy in a very terrible situation in S, and you should ask yourself, are you ready for this move? Are you ready if this chart will make something like this? You should ask yourself. So diversify your portfolio and think about it. You should keep in mind this. You should keep in mind this. All right, let's open daily time frame for the Bitcoin chart. I want to also show you my indicator, which I showed you in my previous videos. So if it's bear market, it works like resistance. If it's bull market, it works like a support. Resistance, support, bounce, 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 bounce. Oops. Bounce, broke down, bounce, 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 broke down, resistance. All right, so what I want to say is that if we see this situation when the price is in this flat and touch one of these lines, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna speculate on a long position, as they say, because I still think that this chart looks bullish. Well, probably that's all what I wanted to say in this video. The last important thing is that I have a very unique view for the Bitcoin, for the long-term prediction for the Bitcoin chart, because I saw a lot of times that people draw these logarithmic channels and explaining that Bitcoin gonna be worth 10 millions, 25 millions, 500 million, whatever, some shit. I do not believe in this. That's a stupid shit. It's mathematically impossible. Absolutely mathematically impossible. So yeah, I'm not so optimistic about the Bitcoin future. I mean, I want you to understand me right. Of course, I like it. But I look at the Bitcoin as a tool for making money. Yeah, but at the same time, I use all of its advantages and support them. But first of all, it's just a tool for making money. And you shouldn't expect like 25 millions in 10 years because it's mathematically impossible. I'm gonna make a special video about this later because my English isn't good enough right now for this video. And what I believe in is that Ethereum market capitalization can be higher than Bitcoin market capitalization, maybe even in the next bull cycle. Yeah, exactly. So press thumbs up, subscribe for this channel, and see you in the next video.